What's going on, everybody? It's Instructor Trucker here, aka your favorite trucker. I'm giving y'all an update on the load recovery that I did in Tulsa to Midwest City in Lawton, Oklahoma. Let me tell you how this worked. So, in the last video, I told y'all that we couldn't find the bills. That I had to run a blank BOL, or straight bill of lading, and we got it faxed to us this morning. It was real, blurry, real dark. You couldn't make out anything on it, but I did have a set of bills that they had faxed, and the original bills, when the other driver took them back to Missouri, they already gotten processed through payroll, and so that's why we couldn't find them. Then they ended up faxing a printout of the bills that got emailed. It got emailed to the first Sam's Club I went to, and they printed them out for me for my second stop. So after I left the first stop, there was an extra pallet of Charmin, I believe it might have been paper towels, an extra pallet left over. The first stop it didn't belong to them. They didn't know if it belonged to the second stop. So I get here to the second stop, driving an hour and 45 minutes, get here, and it don't belong to them either. Then to come to find out, after I've set 3 hours for 19 pallets, not only do we still have an extra pallet of Charmin, but the second stop is missing all kinds of product that didn't get shipped. So after being on the phone, sitting 3 hours and dealing with everything else, we finally got a hold of my dispatch and told them what was going on. Had to take a picture of the pallet, of the numbers that was stickered on the product, which was talking about the leftover pallet that no one seems to claim. After everything with this load that I've been through, the final end result is I made both stops. I was pretty much on time for them both. I set 3 hours at the second stop. They decided to keep the remaining pallet of Charmin, and they are contacting Procter & Gamble on the missing product, and I'm going to pick up my last and final load with PTI in Tulsa. It's about 3 hours, and it's going to Jackson, Missouri, to Neely's, otherwise Procter & Gamble. So this is a little bit reality of, this is some of the downside to trucking, is you're going to deal with it. You're going to experience it. One thing that I'm going to tell you, piece of advice, and I would be lying to you if I sat here and told you that the inside of me wasn't irritated. It was ready to throw a cussing storm. But my own personal thoughts and opinions of PTI right now is totally different. It's for another video, but I remained calm on the outside for the most part, at least with the receivers. Now, company, they got a little bit more heated than anybody else. But anyway, everything is said and done. I'm rolling. just giving y'all an update on this recovery load. And we are northeast bound and down. So y'all stay tuned for the next video. I will be we're going back to Green Bay packing now. That's where I'm picking up my last and final load with PTI. So stay tuned, watch for it, and we'll see y'all in the next clip.